Welcome back to the show. Today, we explore how the first 5 years shape your child's entire future life. Did you know that 90% of a child's brain is fully developed before they reach their 5th birthday? This is not just about learning ABCs or 1, 2, 3s. It is about the physical architecture of the human brain. Imagine your child's brain as a house. And these first 5 years are the foundation being poured today. If the foundation is cracked or weak, everything built on top of it will eventually struggle to stay upright. Many parents in cities like New York or Chicago feel immense pressure to buy the newest educational tech gadgets. But the most powerful tool for brain growth is actually free, and it is sitting right in your living room. It is you, your voice, your touch, and the simple way you interact with your baby every single day. Recent neuroscientific research from Harvard University shows that brains are built through a process called serve and return. Think of it like a game of tennis between a parent and a child, where the ball is interaction. When a baby babbles, gestures, or cries, they are serving a ball to you, hoping for a return. If you respond with a smile, a word, or a hug, you are returning that ball back to them. This simple back-and-forth interaction literally builds the neural connections that allow for language, logic, and emotional control. In the first few years, the brain creates over 1 million new neural connections every single second of the day. That is a staggering number that emphasizes just how fast the window of opportunity is closing for us. If these connections are not used through regular interaction, the brain eventually prunes them away to save energy later. This means that neglect is not just a lack of attention. It is a physical threat to brain development. Let us look at a famous study conducted in the United States, known as the 30 million word gap. Researchers found that children from high-interaction homes heard 30 million more words than children from low-interaction homes. By age 3, these children had vastly different vocabularies, which predicted their future success in school and beyond. It is not just about the quantity of words, but the quality of the social engagement during those moments. A toddler in Los Angeles, playing with blocks with their mother, learns more than watching a tablet alone. Screens cannot provide the return in the serve and return process because they are passive and one-way experiences. When a screen talks, it does not wait for the baby to respond, and it cannot see their expressions. This lack of feedback means the brain is not being challenged to build those vital social and linguistic pathways. It is heartbreaking to see parents at dinner in Chicago staring at phones while their children sit silently. Every moment of silence is a missed opportunity to spark a new connection in that growing, hungry little brain. You might be wondering, what does this look like in a real, busy, stressful American household every day? It looks like narrating your life while you fold the laundry or cook dinner for the family tonight. Now I am folding the blue shirt. It feels soft. Look at the bright yellow buttons on the sleeve. To an adult, this feels silly. But to a 2-year-old, it is a masterclass in language acquisition. You are mapping words to objects, actions to sounds, and emotions to facial expressions in real time right now. Have you ever noticed how a baby stares at your mouth when you speak very slowly to them? They are literally studying the mechanics of human communication, trying to mirror your movements and your tone of voice. This interaction also regulates the child's stress response system, which is governed by a hormone called cortisol in humans. When a child feels heard and seen, their brain produces oxytocin, which promotes feelings of safety and deep trust. A brain in a state of fear or neglect cannot learn, because it is stuck in survival mode instead. Chronic stress in the first 5 years can actually shrink the parts of the brain responsible for memory. This is why stable, nurturing relationships are the most important factor in preventing long-term developmental delays in kids. Let us introduce a simple framework you can use starting today, called the TALK method for busy parents. T stands for tune in, which means paying close attention to what your child is focused on right now. If they are looking at a bug on the sidewalk, do not pull them away to hurry to lunch. Stop. Look at the bug with them, and acknowledge their interest with a simple comment or curious question. A stands for ask questions, even if they cannot answer you with full sentences or even words just yet. What do you think that bug is doing? Or, do you like the color of that pretty green leaf? L stands for lift language, which means expanding on what your child says to help them learn more words. If they point and say truck, you say, yes, that is a big, loud, red fire truck driving fast. K stands for keep it going, which means trying to have at least 3 back and forth exchanges together. This sustained interaction is what really builds the complex neural networks required for advanced problem solving and critical thinking. Imagine the difference this makes over 5 years. Thousands of hours of brain building disguised as simple play. In a city like Houston or Phoenix, you can find these opportunities at the grocery store or the park. You do not need expensive toys. You just need to be present and responsive to their small world. Let us talk about the poverty of interaction, a term used to describe modern digital isolation in wealthy families. Even if a child has everything, if they lack meaningful human connection, their brain development will still be hindered. We often think we are giving them a head start with educational apps on an expensive new iPad, but the data is clear. No app can replace the warmth and the complexity of a human face interacting. The human brain is a social organ. It evolved to learn through relationship and through shared cultural experiences together. When you read a book to your child, it is not about the story on the paper pages tonight. It is about the physical closeness, the shared attention, and the way you explain the world to them. Look at the moon. It looks like the banana we ate for breakfast this morning. Do you see it? This kind of metaphorical thinking is a high-level cognitive skill that begins with these very simple daily conversations. What happens if we miss this window? Is it too late for children who are older than 5? The brain is plastic, meaning it can always change, but it becomes much harder to rewire as we age. Think of it like trying to change the plumbing in a house after the walls have been finished. It is possible, but it requires much more effort, time, and resources than doing it right the first time. This is why early intervention programs are so vital for communities that are struggling with high levels of stress. By supporting parents, we are literally supporting the biological development of the next generation of American citizens and leaders. Think about the economic impact of this. Every dollar invested in early childhood yields a massive public return. Lower crime rates, higher graduation rates, and better health outcomes are all linked to those first 5 critical years. If you are a parent listening in Seattle or Miami, do not feel guilty about the past today. The brain is resilient, and today is the perfect day to start a new habit of serve and return. Put down the phone for just 15 minutes and give your child your full, undivided, and joyful attention tonight. Watch how their eyes light up when they realize you are truly listening to their babbles or their stories. That sparkle in their eyes is the visible sign of neurons firing and wiring together in a beautiful dance. Let us look at a case study from a preschool in a low-income neighborhood in Philadelphia. They implemented a talk-heavy curriculum where teachers were trained to have constant, meaningful conversations with every single child. Within 1 year, the children's language scores jumped by 40% compared to the neighboring schools in the district. The only difference was the amount of serve and return interaction they received from the adults in the room. This proves that the brain is not a fixed vessel. It is a dynamic system that responds to environment. You are the architect, and your words are the bricks that build the structure of your child's mind. We often worry about the right schools, but the right environment is actually found within your own home. A home filled with conversation, curiosity, and laughter is the most elite academy a child could ever attend. Let us summarize the key takeaways from today's deep dive into the developing brain of a young child. First, remember that 90% of brain growth happens before age 5, so every single day matters very much. Second, use the serve and return method to build strong neural connections through simple, back and forth social interactions. Third, prioritize human connection over digital screens, as the brain is a social organ that craves real engagement. Fourth, use the TALK framework. Tune in, ask questions, lift language, and keep the conversation going with them. You have the power to change the trajectory of a child's life just by talking to them today. It does not require a PhD. It just requires your presence, your patience, and your love for that child. If you found this helpful, please share it with another parent who might be feeling overwhelmed or very tired. We are all in this together, building the future, one conversation and one connection at a time. Today, thank you for joining us on this journey into the incredible world of the growing human brain right now. Remember, your voice is the most beautiful sound your child will ever hear in their entire life. Use it often, use it kindly, and watch as their world expands with every word you speak to them. Next week, we will discuss how nutrition and sleep play a role in this massive biological construction project too. Until then, keep talking, keep playing, and keep returning those serves from your curious and wonderful little ones. The future is being built right now in your living room, and it looks absolutely bright and amazing. Go out there and be the best brain architect you can be for your family and your community. This is the most important work you will ever do, and the results will last for a lifetime. Goodbye for now, and we look forward to seeing you back here for our very next episode. Take a deep breath. You are doing a great job, and your child is lucky to have you. Just remember, tune in, listen closely, and let the magic of interaction grow a truly beautiful mind.